Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I do sound low. Okay, I do sound low. 1, 2, 3. What's good, Jared? How we doing? Just testing some stuff. What's good, Jared? How we doing? Just testing some stuff. Why do I sound robotic? We hear, but we don't sound crystal clear. Well, I didn't even know you were here. If you look at the title or the description, it says surprise. I am not liking my audio. I don't know if that did much. All right, cool, much better. All right, appreciate it. But what's good, everybody? Streaming straight from OBS to YouTube, trying different stuff. Gonna be doing that. Mother Nature's being disrespectful right now, but just trying new stuff. Whether it's streaming from straight from OBS is gonna be a thing. Try to use like Stream Elements, Restream, StreamYard, yada yada. But we're gonna have more of these streams until we get it just right, just right. Let's see. Yeah, appreciate it for y'all for being here, but you don't want to waste too much of your time. As the title says, final week or preseason. I believe the Panthers play the Steelers this Thursday. No team should be playing their starters. Also, 0 week for college football fans. Starts this Friday, this Saturday. I want to say a game is in Ireland. The Kansas State versus Iowa State. So, and also I do have some questions. The main purpose of this video is to please beat the Steelers. We'll try, we'll try. Hopefully, my second, third, fourth string people can. But the Steelers draft well, so that's gonna be a tall task. Definitely gonna be a tall task. Let's see if I click on there. But no, definitely gonna be trying some new stuff. So, bear with me for over the next couple of days, weeks, as I learn OBS. But nah. Chat rate, bet. Alright, cool. Engage with the audience. No, but for those watching right now, watching during the replay, Mr. Jared Green, 86 Ghosts, and Ravens Talk with Yolanda, all great YouTube content, YouTube creators, whether it be shorts, lives, videos. Go check them all out for me. You will not be disappointed. But definitely gonna start off with my questions. If I want to talk about something, feel free to stop me, and we can talk about it. Definitely, this is kind of like an open mic thing, but I'm gonna ask my my college football questions, just kind of for like end of season purposes, just to see if they were answered. And I know, so I know Jared and his family over on the channel talks a lot about the HBCU. I got 2, maybe 3 questions directed to them. But sorry, good Lord. But let's start off. My first question is, and actually him coming out saying today that he don't know about his future with the draft, even though his grandfather said like he won't be entering, but himself saying, hey, let's wait on that right now. I'm starting to consider doing live streams again, but Jay got it covered already. Wait a minute, we tested right now, it's kind of up to y'all and a lot more other people if I do this on a regular week basis. I know Shig9323 and Let's Get Ready Network is doing his show tonight, so I didn't want to interfere with them, so I wanted to get this out the way so we don't interrupt their time. But yeah, my first question, just to get this out the way, will Arch Manning declare he's presumably the best quarterback, if not the best player, this upcoming college football season? And he, like I said, recent weeks, his grandfather said he won't be declaring, but he said today that we'll wait and see. We voted yes already. Who is this we? Also, I probably gotta learn how to put comments up here. Is this how you do it? I don't know. We'll figure out that later. Which leads me to my next question. If Arch Manning is at the top, which other QBs will improve their stock and prove to NFL teams that they could be, franchise signal callers? And some names of mine that I have are Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU, Drew Allar out of Penn State, if he improves, Lenora Sellers out of South Carolina, if he vastly improves. He has the running ability. As far as the passing, needs a little bit more work. And is Clay Klubnik the real deal, or is he fool's gold? Now, I know some websites have him ranked like coming into the preseason, like what they are either their first or second team. Me being a South Carolina guy, I just don't really. I don't believe it. Like over the past seasons, I don't believe it enough. He definitely has to put it together. Like, could he be like a Justin Herbert, from Oregon? I didn't really give Herbert much of a chance, but he definitely has proved me wrong. Now, as far as playoff wins, no. But as far as being an NFL QB, yeah, Justin Herbert is definitely that. Salter from Colorado, but with time, okay. Salter. I definitely gotta remember that name. Yeah, if I do miss a team, my bad. CFB is huge as hell. It's almost impossible for one person to cover everything. Within an hour. My other question when it comes to QBs: who's the better dark horse? Jalen Daniels out of Kansas, or let's see what I got here. Taylor Green out of Arkansas. Both are dual threat. Both have decent arms, make NFL ready throws, but they both can do some work. The interception, I want to say Daniels had 12 or 14, and Green had 9. But they're both seniors this year, so I guess they have a chance to declare. I don't think they have to though. Jerry said Klubnik, Drew Lock. Drew Lock, we talking about? Are the R locks are those yours or your top QBs? That means like Arch Manning. I want to see Garrett. I like Garrett Nussmeier. I do like Garrett Nussmeier out of LSU. Allar, if he can prove it. Lenore Sellers, if he improves the way I think we're gonna see. I mean, because if not, the South Carolina Gamecocks still has a decent defense. They did lose a lot of talent, but they've been recruiting well in that area. So, but yeah, those are my QBs. Also, I want to say, what's his name? Washington State, John Mater. Let's see if I got that right. Klubnik equals Drew Lock. If I meant to say, okay, I got you. Klubnik equals Drew Lock. That's not a. I ain't gonna say that's not a good comparison. Just as far as NFL franchise caller, nah. He needs more work. I agree. I agree. But Clemson is looking to have I'll say a well-rounded team. They definitely got some studs on defense that I'm gonna discuss next. But yeah, let's move down to the running backs. Will Jeremiah Love remain the best prospect? Debatable. I don't think there's no really real RB1, even though Jeremiah Love had a decent season for Notre Dame last year. But my next question with that, will Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen coexist for another year? No, they had they both had 1,000 rushing yards, definitely helping Drew LR in that offense out. And but can they do it again? Can they be, when it comes to the draft, can they be this year's Trey Henderson and Quinshon Judkins? You know how that tandem definitely helped Ohio State and Will Howard, even though I don't really think they needed it because Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka was so dominant. It didn't matter. But it helps if you have like a two dominant running backers. Also, for my Texas fans, you may not heard him because he's been hurt, but can CJ Baxter, can CJ Baxter be next? Over the past 2 or 3 years, with names like Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Brooks, Jaden Blue, who went to the Cowboys, I believe. I'm saying, can CJ Baxter bounce back from his injuries and pretty much ball out? Can he stay healthy and ball out? Because pretty much, if you're running back from Texas right now, teams will want you, hurt or not. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put it together. Moving on. I haven't really watched a lot of film on him, but the websites that I researched off of, and forgive me if I butcher his name, but Micah Hughes, former, I want to say Oregon. Hold on. Oh, he's transferring to Oregon. No, from Tulane, and he had 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns last year. Can he keep that up? Yeah, this is why I say I don't think there's like a clear RB1 because you got multiple guys coming out the woodworks, trying to claim from that top spot. Another one that I got to do more homework on was Jonathan Coleman up his draft stock with another successful season at Washington. Now Washington has been getting people drafted, but as far as running back, they're not really known for that, Moving on to wide receivers, will Antonio Williams out of Clemson join the ranks of other great Clemson wide receivers such as Sammy Watkins, DeAndre Hopkins, T. Higgins, and so on. Last year he had 75 receptions, 904 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns. If Cade Klubnik is going to improve, we're definitely going to need him, amongst other things, for the offense to click. Which brings me to my next question. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Is Jordan Tyson the real deal over at Arizona State? Again, a lot of websites that I looked at has him on rank 1, number 2, but I haven't really heard his name. That might be just me. But I don't really think there's a Himothy, a top guy. I don't see there's a Jamar Chase, a Malik Neighbors, hell, not even a Marvin Harrison Jr. in this class. I could be wrong, but as the season unfolds, I would like to see. Also, Ohio State, current champions right now. As far as wide receivers, is it Cornell Tate's time to shine, or will he be in Jeremiah Smith's shadows? Now, when it comes to the NFL draft 2027, I think we're all waiting for Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. Where they're gonna be, because they're the, they're the names that pop as of right now. Along with, if Nick Harbor can put his video game numbers together, that would be something to see at South Carolina as well. But as far as right now, as far as numbers, if we go off numbers and stats and stuff, I'm not seeing that. I've seen an athletic freak, but even most athletic freaks in the NFL, can get done by route running, just technique overall. Also goes for another dark horse at wide receiver. Would Jeremy Bernard, is he going to shine, or is he going to be in Ryan Williams' shadow? Yeah. Also, as far as wide receivers, Oregon, been producing NFL talent for a long time now. You love them or you hate them. Can Evan Stewart duplicate the field stretching abilities of Ted Johnson and Troy Franklin in seasons past? These recent years, no matter what, Oregon has always had a field stretcher. But can Evan Stewart doing the same, knowing those guys have gone to the NFL? All right. Now my defensive ends, outside linebackers. I recently learned this, and this is a question for all the old heads, for all the OGs that's listening on right now or replay. For those of y'all who remember LeVar Arrington. I'm sorry, hold on. What's good? What's good, Reg? What's good? But for those of y'all who remember LeVar Arrington, I sure don't. Way ahead of my time. Do you think his son deserves the number 11 tradition that they had over at Penn State, like as a freshman? Because I don't know his high school tape. I don't know how cold he is, but I know that number 11 tradition over at Penn State, it means something. It definitely means something. And will Danny Dennis Sutton, the guy that was across from on the other side of Abdul Carter, following the footsteps of him, Micah Parsons, or will he be more of, and I apologize, Yolanda, if you're still in here, will he be more of a Jason Owe or Brandon Smith type? Guys that have, again, athletic tools, but it just takes time to, pan out a little bit. Goes, he was an uncontrolled psycho. LeVar Arrington, I definitely got to do some more homework on him if he was uncontrolled psycho. Geez, good lord. But yes, his son LeVar Arrington, I guess the second, will be wearing number 11 like off rip. To me, I thought you had to earn the number 11. I don't know. I guess I definitely will be watching out, and whenever I do watch Penn State games, see if he cold like that. That's not right, Jay. Yolanda, you got to admit, there's a difference between Micah Parsons and Jason Owe. I'm just saying. Even the Panthers were fooled when we drafted Brandon Smith. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was next. Apparently I was wrong, because he got cut like 2-3 different times after we re-released him or traded. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Jared says only if he is cold. His dad wore number 11 because he almost won the Heisman as a linebacker. That's saying something. Watch some Arrington highlights. I will. I definitely will. Yeah, always better. Okay, I joke. Okay. It's like, for me, I'm not gonna lie. I've been a big Owe. I guess you could say hater for these last few years. It all started. I don't know whether it was Davon or somebody compared him to Julius Peppers. That's why I was like, whoa, there, we're not gonna do that. But I definitely. But as I got into more X's and O's, definitely shout out to Coach. Coach. When I say coach, I mean Sip Tutali. Check out our channel as well. If you're an NFL nerd, NFL junkie, please go over there. I definitely learned from him as well. But compared to like the Kyle Van Noy, the Jadeveon Clowney, the season that Justin Houston went there, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I just always see always like finishing, saying chaos that other, outside linebackers started. I would love for this season for him to put together, like him get to the quarterback first, instead of Kyle Van Noy, forcing the quarterback to either escape or step up into the pocket, and then finishing, the sack. That's what I want to see. Either that or Mike Green is gonna, do his thing, thug thizzle that we all expect him to do, and claim that top spot for the. I'll give Mike Green to the mid-season to be across from Kyle Van Noy. LeVar Arrington was a different type of dude. All right, I definitely got some highlights to watch there. But yeah, like I said, his son, I don't know if y'all knew, but his son is at Penn State, and he's wearing number 11. So y'all go check that out. All right, continue on with my questions. Now, Mr. Jerry, you could probably help me answer these since we're both Carolina boys, men. Will the duo of T.J. Parker and Peter Woods join the ranks of Dexter Lawrence and Christian Wilkins? Not this Christian Wilkins that is in the news right now, but he was still doing some freaky stuff at Clemson. It just never really got brought to light that much. But as far as talent, as far as dominance, does T.J. Parker and Peter Woods have the chance to be like Dexter Lawrence and Christian Wilkins? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Brandon Jacobs' son, he's a freshman O-line. I don't know what. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. He's playing at Clemson right now. Yeah, Braden Kenneth Jacobs. Yeah, he's at he's 6'7", 320, and yeah, he'll definitely be at Clemson. And he makes Brandon Jacobs look like one of us, which is insane because we all know the size of Brandon Jacobs as a running back, which is completely unfair, completely unnecessary. F that. Like who the hell wants to tackle that in January? But yeah, it says he's a freshman left tackle. So I don't know if he's starting out right, but that's something to look out for. All right, on to my next question. Also, for my Miami fans, if either Jose or Bronny or even Coach is listening, at Miami, is Ruben Bain Jr. like the guy or all hype? Exactly. Been hearing some noise by him from towards last season, but I think he's eligible to declare for the draft if he has the type of season that we all are waiting for. But yeah, Cam Ward is not there anymore with his heroics. So yeah, I guess I don't even know who the new quarterback is going to be. But yeah, can Ruben Bain be the outside linebacker or defensive end? No, one. When it's all said and done. But this is let me ask my this is a question for Reg, if he's still here. Jay, you gotta do an audio test stream tomorrow? Probably. Wait, like an audio test, like my audio, like I was still messing up, or you just want me to do it like another stream? But no, this is my question for a friend, for a guy, Mr. Reg here. This upcoming, I guess, draft season, does UConn have another NFL-ready O-lineman on their roster right now? I repeat that. Does UConn have another NFL-ready O-lineman on their roster? Because these past few seasons, the only thing UConn has been no good for is their O-lineman. As far as skill positions, you say new equipment. Well, new equipment costs, my guy. As far as money, especially, I don't got money coming in. I mean, money's going out of my pocket. But no, I got. But no, as we continue doing this, I definitely wouldn't mind to invest, definitely in like sound quality too. I think that's the only thing. Cause I fixed the hardwire my stuff, so I know it's not the connection. The lighting, I mean, it could be better, but as for right now, let's just leave it where it is. Camera's decent, I think. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, I wouldn't mind getting some new equipment. Oh yeah, Jared. But as far as HBCUs go, will Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson have some success in their first seasons as head coaches, both at Norfolk State and Delaware State, respectively? I'm definitely excited to see what two gentlemen that I grew up watching, how can they do with being the guy? Am I expecting Deion Sanders type? Am I expecting Deion Sanders' performance at Jackson State? Probably, maybe, if the talent is there. But nonetheless, for seeing Michael Vick going from player to now coach, and Deshaun Jackson going from player to now coach, definitely gonna be exciting. Definitely. God said it shall rain down from the heavens. Bumblebee Transformers. Oh, you hear the rain in the background? If you do, my apologies. But I guess when I started to stream, the skies just said, make way. Also, let's see, their first season may be up and down, but with the publicity they have and name alone, they will attract ballers. I guess that's what I want them to do. I just want to see, what scheme, what play style they implement. My ear's not that good. I can't hear no rain. Well, if you can't hear rain, I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that nobody else can. It looks like the rain is clearing up, but if you know San Antonio weather, it rains for like 15, 20 minutes and just go right by. But yes, their season may be up and down, but with the publicity they have and name alone, they'll attract ballers. Yeah. And hopefully they can do well in their respective schools. As far get some shine some more light on the HBCU, and who knows, definitely get some people drafted. Definitely get other coaches talking. Like, hey, I heard we're under Deshaun Jackson or Coach Mike Vick, over at such and such. How would you like to transfer or have actual NFL agents have showing interest and not just we're just gonna fill the status quo, because Jared points out every time and every year in his videos, there's always some name that deserves to be taken serious when it comes to the NFL combine. And sports and weather, I see you. Stop it. But Jared, you kind of covered this on your show already. I guess I just want to kind of I'm gonna give this question credit to you. Will Trey Hawley put up video game numbers at Southern University? Also, definitely in the SWAC alone. Will Trey Hawley put up video game numbers at Southern University? Since he transferred from LSU, I want to see he has some stuff going on. But in my head, if you were good enough to be at LSU, and I'm not saying the HBCU the SWAC is a step down, but if you were good enough to be in the SEC, I believe they're still the SEC. I'm saying I'm gonna need to expect. I'm expecting dominance. For me, in my opinion, I expect dominance. I'm just saying. According to the coach, he said he definitely will. Okay. I'm gonna hold him to that then. But I want to say this week, 0 week, is our, I guess, first taste of college football. Got some matches, but the one that catches my eye, like I said, is in Ireland, and like I said, it's between Ohio State and Kansas State. Both teams have developed some NFL talent over the years, but Ohio State just recently had Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, ironically, go both to the Texans. Now imagine that, like you thinking you about to part ways, you know what I'm saying? But nope, hey man, we're back right here doing the damn thing again. What's up? But my question between those two teams this week is, how will Iowa State look after losing Jaden Daniels and Jalen Noel to the NFL draft? Also, Darren Porter. I forgot where Darren Porter went, but he was solely. I want to say the Raiders, but he was sought after. But anyway, how will Ohio State look after losing all that NFL talent? Pretty much. And my names that I have are, and y'all may or may not know, but Benjamin Bramier, tight end, Cooper Ebel, linebacker, and Dominique Orange. Yes, his last name is really Orange. Nose tackle. Helping replenishing the talent. I want to say they'll have the same quarterback, so as far as continuity with that, it should be fine. But as far as skilled position players, no, who knows? As far as Kansas State, I just recently learned this today. I didn't know Avery Johnson, the QB over there, was a thing. I know. But yeah, is he all hype or not, or can he kind of sneak into maybe the 6th, 5th round? If he improves in the accuracy department. Will speedster Jace Brown improve his numbers from last season? He was kind of on my radar a little bit, but yeah, he definitely has 47 receptions, 823 yards, and 5 touchdowns. But can he improve on that this season? I'm saying, can he be more of a speedster? Can he actually run routes? But it doesn't matter if you do have speed, world class speeds. Teams are going to look at you like it is what it is. From the Jeff Demps, like I said, to the Deshaun Jacksons, the Tyreek Hills. What's another fast dude? John Ross. Hey, speed kills. Speed kills. And also, another correction on Coach Jared's channel. When I thought Dylan Edwards was still at Colorado, he's transferred to the team I'm talking about now, Kansas State. But can former Colorado running back continue to prove that he's one of the more complete running backs in all of college football? Now, we all know Dylan, he can definitely run the ball, but he can also catch the ball too. And now, as far as pass blocking and all that remains to be seen. I haven't dug that deep. But as far as stat-wise, both rushing and receiving, he does well in both. I don't think he's eligible to come out this year, but can keep on improving. Probably gets the next year's draft if he wants to. Also, and y'all may not know this name, but can Austin Romaine cement himself as one of the top NFL linebacker prospects? When it comes to linebacker prospects this season, as we all know or should know, Anthony Hill out of Texas, Deontay Lawson, Alabama, and then there's this, also some people are saying Whit Weeks, LSU. You know who keeps improving? Kai Blue Kelly. Reg's guy. I'm saying Reg will defend KBK to the ends, to the depths of hell. but hopefully KBK can, be a difference maker, in some games. Hell, even the playoffs. I want to say he's on the Raiders. Definitely on the Raiders. The Raiders got it on paper, have a solid squad, so who knows? Who knows? No Geno Smith, no Pete Carroll, a Super Bowl winning coach. Geno Smith is in the middle of the pack as far as QBs. You just drafted the top running back in Ashton Genty, an okay O-line. You just drafted again 2 decent wide receivers in Jack Betch and Deontay Thornton. There we go. I almost forgot his name. Jacoby Myers is still a route running savant. So, right. As far as defense, cornerback wise, I cannot tell you who's their top cornerback. So he may get some chances. Yeah, he started for the Raiders last game. Okay, that's good. That's good. But the Raiders are expecting some big things. There some big things. Now my last tier, the DBs. I feel like this is the weakest position this draft class, at least for right now. This is before all the games start, all the film start to show. But as far as positions, because we got talent at quarterback, Running back is balanced. Wide receiver is decent, even though there's no. I don't think there's no one, but I could be wrong. Tight ends. Actually, I don't even know. There's not any like top tight ends either. To be honest with you, now I think about it. But obviously, I don't think there's no Brock Bowers. Now, there's just never going to be another Brock Bowers because he was the offense at Georgia at the time, and that's at Georgia. So that's saying something. But yeah, I think the weakest, is the DBs because after Caleb Downs, you know what I'm saying, after Caleb Downs, if he has another strong season, who's after him? Some names that I put down, Malik Muhammad, because I am a Texas fan, as I do live in San Antonio, Texas, and Austin is about an hour some change away from me. Malik Muhammad, solid. I can't be like a corner one. Who knows? Right now, cornerback 2, if he was on the NFL team right now, maybe. Jalen Kilgore at South Carolina. We'll see what he can do without that, some of those pieces that South Carolina had on that D line, as far as Kyle Kennard. I haven't got the other dude's name. Actually, I think I want to say the other dude stayed, but let's see what he can do. You know what I'm saying, with kind of like less talent. And then with the last name like Kilgore, I'm gonna need you to do something. Also, Takario Davis, not really well known, but in my opinion, if you were guarding T-Mac, which my Panthers smartly selected. He's 6'4", he's lanky. I'm gonna need him to show something this season. He don't really have a T-Mac to practice against. You know what I'm saying? In spring, well, spring's over. This upcoming season. So, can all those lessons that I guess that T-Mac, all that work that y'all did in the offseason, transfer to this season? Can you improve his stock? Because the man is 6'4". So I don't know if he's going to be a safety or he's going to be a cornerback. I don't know. And also, I know Michigan been in the limelight for the wrong reasons. They still have talent on that team. One being Rod Moore. I want to see he was on that championship team. But Rod Moore tore his ACL last year. But can he bounce back to reclaim his spot? Because he was up there as far as talent, as far as DBs. But can he get healthy enough and show on tape that the ACL is repaired? I still have my speed. I still have, my instincts in zone, press, whatever scheme. But as far as college questions, that's all I had. I know some names are going to pop up throughout the season, but those were the names that I thought that was most interesting, most eye-popping before the season starts. And if y'all would like for me to come back and see if I was right on those questions, please let me know. Like I said, try new stuff, see what works, what doesn't. What the fans want. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, definitely, this was just try and see, what works, what doesn't. This OBS, whether I do need to use StreamYard, Stream Elements, all that stuff. What we talking about tomorrow? DM me. What are you talking about? To me. How do you know I'll be available tomorrow, sir? But no, I'm playing. But Ghost, if you're serious, if you're serious about tomorrow, yeah, just definitely let me know. I definitely can see. Yes, indeed, sir. Bet, definitely. Now, next stream, I might not be using the same software. I might be doing something different, because I definitely want this to reach as many people as possible. But no, we're learning, we're playing it right now. We expect a full recap. Okay, definitely. I can definitely do that. I hope. No, I'm definitely thank God for replay. Replay abilities. I'll be like, all right, cool. Like, what did I say about this player? All right, bad. How did they do this season? Okay. Follow up video. As soon as the national championship game is over, I would definitely do a live before um, you know, draft prospects, all that start going out. There's 24 hours in the day. 2 a.m. is still available. Good Lord, bro. The rest of us got to sleep too. I've been trying to do better on my sleep schedule. Not staying up as late. I know some would complain that even when I stream on Twitch, they don't really catch me because it'll be, at 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the damn morning. So, I'm trying to work with y'all, not against y'all, because, I love y'all. Y'all definitely are a part of my inspirations for doing this. Definitely. But, if y'all don't have anything to talk about, going to head off. Got some chicken marinating. Definitely hungry for some Alfredo. That's what we're having tonight. But yeah, Ravens. As far as my cousin team, hope y'all do well in your final preseason game. I hope the dogs that's been trying to crush and claw on the roster do so. I know everybody is going to. Actually, that might be another good idea. Just make a video on who I think is going to make the final 53-man roster on both the Ravens, Panthers, either other team. And I guess here's a question for everybody: who do y'all think y'all gonna pick up? As far as what position group do y'all think needs addressing? Because we all know damn well quarterback is not one. As much as we all complain about their own line, I think Falele's going to stay. Ben Cleveland is going to be a stay. I don't think nobody's going to get cut from there. Cornerbacks. Look, y'all the Ravens secondary. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to see. Look, y'all get. I don't want to see no more than 3 or 4, air touchdowns on y'all. All right, the Jair Alexander, T.J. Champa, Marlon Humphrey. Y'all got Hamilton. Y'all just drafted Starks. I don't want to hear nothing. Will this become a weekly show? We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Like I said, just right now, I'm just trying to just to see what works. So how can I make it more appealing? What streaming software can I use? Like I said, I'm streaming straight from OBS, to YouTube. How can I reach out, to more people? As far as because I think everybody got the TikTok Live, notification that everybody have access to TikTok Live. It used to be you have to have so many likes and followers, to even get that access. But I think TikTok said, nah, fuck it, we're gonna stop shadow banning. Get everybody access, Oprah style. But I would definitely like to do something like this. But just any topic, actually, not just sports, but just this fun stuff in the world. I ain't gonna really talk about politics. That's not me. All that CNN, Fox stuff, that's not me at all. Nah. Hammer hands, Wiggins throwing combos. What you mean, Wiggins? Stick Wiggins? 185 pounds, Nate Wiggins? He throwing hands? No, I've been noticing a lot of fights. The Steelers got into a scuffle. Bengals not too long ago got into a scuffle. The Panthers, I want to say today, got to a little disagreement. So I'm like, what's going on, bro? Y'all ready to hit somebody else already? Probably so. But, dang, But Baltimore needs a backup QB and O-line. Outside of that, I think either other position is good. As long as the team remains mostly healthy, they'll be good. Definitely. Y'all definitely are one of my favorites to reach the Super Bowl. I really want to see Lamar win it all. I really do. The man's too good. to be throwing 40 plus touchdowns and only have 4 interceptions. Two of them kind of the wide receiver's fault. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. As far as the Panthers, I know preseason hasn't been the best showing, but as far as I'm sorry, I heard something outside. But as far as like the I hope the regular season goes, I would love for us to be a wild card. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know different accounts and stuff saying, oh, Bryce still can't do this without, without the help around him. The defense still needs more work. I agree. We definitely have some young pups on defense right now, and that remains to be seen. One of them had a collapsed lung, so I don't know how long he'll be out. Prince Ulaman. Or Umar Mielen, if you want me to be correct. Along with Pat Jones, DJ Wonnum. It's like we don't really have that guy yet. We have a good group of rotation outside linebackers, but as far as that guy, like that Micah Parsons, that Trey Hendrickson, that Nick Bosa, that TJ Watt, no. Myles Garrett, we do not have that guy yet. But if Nick Scoring or Princely can prove to be said person, that would be fantastic. Good. Because hell, Max Crosby was a third, fourth round pick, and look at him. Man, one of the most respected, D linemen in all football. So it doesn't really matter where you're drafted. I'm saying, can you show what you got when you have the opportunity? I do hope Mike Green balls out. I really want him to be starting like in the second or third game. I know John Harbaugh doesn't give rookies a lot of, a lot of rope, but you might need to make the exception for Mike Green. Because the man's, the way he can get around, O-linemen, offensive tackles, it's crazy. Definitely crazy. But thank you all for coming. I didn't really expect, I'll just kind of expected just to be talking to myself. As I get the audio, correct. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I sound robotic, sometimes I'm not. I don't know what's going on with that, but we're gonna find a good balance. Definitely gonna find a good balance. But thank you for listening to all my questions. I hope y'all learned some new names, some teams to watch out for. Again, check out as far as HBCU content. Definitely check out Jared and his plethora of coaches and knowledge that he has over there. That's where I'll be learning some names that deep down that I miss. Definitely check him out, and definitely check out Big Reg. Definitely myself, him, and 86 Ghosts have a show on Friday. Definitely check us out there, where even though the title says one thing, you're gonna come in, you're gonna come in and just be like, man, what the hell is this? But it's all good times and vibes over there. Ravens content. Definitely check out, Miss Yolanda. Definitely missing these streets. She needs to do more videos and lives. Hint, hint. Especially if I'm doing this up here. I definitely would like to see you and Hendo together a little bit more. But also definitely check out Lunch Break Hot Take. Their show is tomorrow. Check out the Road Pod. He just dropped a video about like an hour ago to go check that out. He does a live when he feels like it.